Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another build video. This is my strongest Oberon build update video. My last one, my Oberon build, it's still strong, but this one, there has been a lot of changes. Mods here and there. Gotta put this in there, make him stronger, more durable for allies, group play, survival, all of that good stuff. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more videos. Now, this video, this guy been pushing for it. PJD. He was asking in my last Oberon video when it came to it. He says, any updated Oberon builds? It seemed like he's an Oberon fan. So am I. This is GOAT man. Hashtag GOAT. And for you, JPJD, this is my build right here. All right. This is Umbral stuff right here. I had to gather up some Umbral formula in order to pull this off. Umbral Vitality, Intensify, and Fiber in there. I put all three of them because it benefits Oberon 10 times over. You see that health, you see the armor, alright, and you see the power strength. You don't need to worry about range when it comes to Oberon. Range is not a factor when it comes to him. He doesn't need, stretch, auger reach, all that stuff. He doesn't need that. He just needs a little bit of duration. Keep the range at base. Don't worry about efficiency because, again, when you have Energize, you don't have to max it out. But once you have Energize and once it proc once, you're good to go. Power Strength, however, this is where he shines the brightest. Because if you're using Renewal, Hollow Ground, use Hollow Ground with Reckoning, you'll be stripping off armor in 2 casts. And since they like to be all up in your ground, you don't have to worry about knockdowns. You don't have to worry about status effects as long as you're in your hollowed ground. Got Augur Secrets in there to go along with Prime Continuity, Blind Rage, and Transient Fortitude. So you have these two guys to go along with Augur Secrets, and you have Umbral Intensify in there to go along with Power Drift. So you're talking about 5 mods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That giving you power strength. More than enough. And remember, Arcane Guardian is in here with a purpose to give you more armor. You have this at base to go along with this when it does proc. And also remember, he also benefits as well by giving himself more armor. 718 to go along with the 658. And to also go along with Guardian when this does proc, it will give you an additional 750. Now, of course, when I max this thing out, it will be 900. So you're well over 1,000 when it comes to armor, which gives you more damage reduction. And plus, on top of that, every Warframe has damage reduction when you roll. All right? Just to get that out of the way. So when it comes to Oberon, when it comes to being out there onto the field, my Oberon takes care of everybody. I don't have to worry about myself. I just think about everyone else when it comes to them running around, getting kills, all that stuff. Normally, if guys want to set up somewhere and all of that, and they need some kind of insurance, I can take care of that for you. All you gotta do is stand onto my hollow ground. Let me give you my buffs with all the stuff and the heal. You're good to go. Alright? So, normally when it comes to these guys, they're not a problem. So what I normally do, slap it up like this. Hit them up with this yet again. Slap them up like so, and there they go. They're dead. They're down for the count. I'd even had to use a heal on myself because once you got the hollow ground working for you, hit them 2 times with the Reckoning, their armor is gone. To be honest with you, their armor is gone. And I believe it went away that fast. All it takes is really 2 casts. Even if you use it once and you decide, you know what, let me see if I could try to kill them with 1 cast, that's more than enough. And also, you could use Smite to confuse them so that they won't be able to buff themselves and all of that. So you're good to go. Do that. See? Their armor's already gone after 1 cast. Now you must be like, how can that be? Now, normally, if you could get your power strength up there, you can get rid of it in 1 cast. But here's what I did. Let's go back. Now, if you look at his abilities right here, as you see, it says armor reduction of 107 with 1 cast. I was able to strip their armor off. Normally, when you put your hollow ground down, it takes 2 casts in order to strip their armor off. And I'd even mention as far as with his passive, allied pets receive 25% health, armor, and shield buffs. In addition, your pet receives an instant revive per mission. That's what Oberon gives you. I'd even mention as far as with his passive, so there that goes. But Reckoning, hollow ground. Once you put the hollow ground down, then you use Reckoning to strip off their armor. Now, if I were to just use Reckoning right off the bat, it would probably take 2 casts. So we could test that right now just to see if my theory is correct. So I'm not going to put down any hollow ground. Okay, see, it didn't even take off their armor. Alright. As you see, it did not even take off their armor. So it's just sitting there. Now their armor is gone, as you see. So even with 2 casts, it does not work like that. It never works like that. So don't use Reckoning and expect armor to come off. Even with my 107% armor reduction, it does not work for those guys. All right? It just does not work. Now, if I were to do it the original way, it's only going to be 1 cast. See? 1 cast, gone. Now, as soon as that's gone, you just go to work on them, and they're practically dead within seconds. At least 5 seconds, they're dead. Viral cheese, all that good stuff. And speaking of viral cheese, if you want to go and use your weapons when it comes to Oberon, that's also a good thing as well, too, because here this goes again. Status is king. So we could go and run that right back. Now, here this goes. Do that. And boom, they're dead just like that. A couple of shots with this weapon will deal crazy amount of damage. And plus, on top of that, their armor is gone. So once the viral kicks in, their health will be cut in half so much that they will die. Also, as an added bonus with this weapon, Slash. So Slash, cop with the viral and radiation, they'll be confused, their health will be cut in half, and Slash will eat up their health. The Tysus as well could go in, but it's going to take a little bit more time, as you see, because again, viral, Slash will do work as well, but it's going to take a little bit more ticks in order for it to work. That's why the status is so high. These, you already see what these can do already. So let's just go with the Tysus right here and see how they'll fare off with this weapon. So it's all status, how I rock with Oberon anyway. Let me get this going. Do that. They'll start shooting themselves. And there you go, you see that. And boom, they're already dead. The Tysus was doing work. And the thing is, since they were confused, they were attacking themselves, viral with the Slash proc will do work on them. So once you strip off their armor, you hit them with a smite to get them with more confusion. They will debuff themselves They won't buff themselves. That's the thing with radiation. That's what Oberon shines so bright in this game. Not only with status, but radiation. Radiation confuses the enemies and it debuffs them so that they won't be able to do what they normally do. All right? So when it comes to Oberon, it's good to have a lot of status on your weapons, especially if you're doing the hollow ground reckoning stuff. So you could go with this weapon, the Sporotrix. You could even roll with, as far as with the secondary, you could even roll with the G.O.A.T. You could also roll with the Pox. You can also roll with this weapon here as well. There's a lot of weapons that you can dish out that just has enough status that will just completely roll your enemies over. All right? But just keep in mind that my power strength is way above 350. All right? So I'll be able to strip off armor in one cast. Hollow ground, reckoning, one cast, the armor is completely gone. Umbral vitality, intensify, get the fiber in there for more armor. Blind rage, transient fortitude, prime continuity, augur secrets, power drift, energy siphon, and of course prime flow to have more energy. So that's practically my build as of now when it comes to Oberon. This is as strongest as you can have your Oberon at this point in the game. Do you need to have him this strong? No, not really, but you could go above and beyond with Oberon, and yes, he can take the punishment. He could take the damage. You practically just saw me took a shot to the face with that rocket bombard guy. Even while I was in my hollow ground, I did not get knocked down, but I took that shot right to the face. All right? So he can take the punishment. All right? That's why he's GOAT. That's why it's Oberon. All right? So that's the video. Let me know what you guys think as far as with the build. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section. And until then, guys, I will see you on the next video. I'm going to get this guy some sleep because he has earned it. So Oberon, you done well, bro.